What's going on, guys? It is ToProForuGames or Adam, and today we're going to be doing the top 5 best wonder weapons here in Black Ops 3 Zombies. And that is including the maps Shadows of Evil, The Giant, Eisendrache, Zetsubou No Shima, Gorod Krovi and Revelations. So remember, guys, this is only my opinion. Everyone's going to have their own opinion when it comes to the top 5 wonder weapons in Black Ops 3 Zombies. So if you want to let me know in the comment section below what your favorite wonder weapons are from 5 down to 1, let me know with a comment in the comments below. And also, guys, make sure to leave the video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, because next weekend we're going to be doing the top 5 wonder weapons in all of Call of Duty Zombies, so that's going to be really interesting. For the number 5 spot, a lot of different weapons could go in this spot, and everyone's list is going to look a little different. Remember, guys, let me know what your list looks like in the comments below. But for me, what comes in at number 5 is the Void Bow, and I really like the Void Bow, and I really think it does deserve a spot on this list. It is definitely a underrated wonder weapon in Black Ops 3 Zombies. And that's because of the Lightning Bow. The Lightning Bow is under Eisendrache as well. And if you have a choice to go for a bow, you're probably going to pick the Lightning Bow just because it's the most effective bow on the map, right? So the Void Bow is kind of overshadowed, right? And I kind of feel like along the way, when Eisendrache first came out, I really did not like the Void Bow. They must have done a couple of tweaks to it, because now it is so much better. Now, it definitely is not a solo bow. If you want to go for a high round solo, this is not the bow to use. Even going for higher rounds, it's not the bow to use. But if you're doing the Easter egg, both solo or co-op, make sure you have the Void Bow, because it is easily the best bow for the Easter egg. I don't think anything even compares to the Void Bow when doing the Easter egg, especially in the boss fight. It absolutely wrecks. In order to see the Void Bow's true potential, you can't just use it once. You can't pick it up, use it for 3 rounds and go, that thing sucks, I'm not going to use it anymore. You definitely have to use it in different situations. So we talked about how good and how effective it is with the boss fight and the Easter egg. And another thing that this bow is really good for is co-op, right? Because in co-op, if you're playing with 2, 3, or 4 players even, you have the zombies kind of split up. You don't have all of the zombies, and that's where this bow really shines, right? The reason why it's not crazy effective in co-op is you have all the zombies coming at you, and the Void Bow kills kind of slowly. But in co-op, really not a big issue, because you don't have that many zombies coming at you, and you can kill the zombies really quickly because you don't have such a large amount. And if someone downs, this thing's amazing for picking people up, and especially now that the charge shots only take 1 shot out of your bow is insane. So if someone downs, you shoot 2 or 3 shots of the Void Bow charge shots, and the skulls take a couple of seconds to actually kill the zombie. It stuns them, and it gives you plenty of time to revive whoever is down. It is literally such an underrated weapon in the Black Ops 3 Zombies. You guys hear me talking about it all the time, but if you haven't given this bow a chance, definitely jump under Eisendrache, do the Easter egg with this bow, play some co-op with this bow, and you'll see how good it actually is. So coming in at the number 4 spot, I now have a weapon that I'm not too crazy about, but there's no denying that this thing is a really good wonder weapon, and that's the Reagan Mark III. And I know, guys, after like around 50 or 60-ish, the Reagan Mark III really not the best thing in the world. No, actually, it doesn't kill zombies after around 50 or 60, but let's be honest, guys. When you're playing Gorod Krovi, how often are you going for a higher round? Because I never go for a higher round on Gorod, or whenever I'm playing Gorod, that's not my intention, right? An example is like with Eisendrache, right? Say you're playing Eisendrache, you're playing solo, you complete the Easter egg, you get all your perks, and it's like round 20, you're like, well, I might as well go for a higher round. It's not that much of an inconvenience. On Gorod Krovi, you're probably not going to do that. So when you have the Ray Gun Mark III and when you are using the Ray Gun Mark III, it's probably going to be within the first 30 or 40 or maybe 50 rounds. That's really pushing it, but you're going to have it in that area, right? And when you're using it, then it's really effective, especially in co-op, right? I think this weapon's amazing for reviving people, and with Gorod, this map's so close quarters, people down a lot, you know, especially when you're playing with randoms, and this weapon is amazing to have for situations like that. This weapon is also really good for the Easter egg as well. Now, not so much the boss fight, because it just does not kill the dragon or Nikolai, so don't try using the Ray Gun Mark III on the bosses, but for killing the manglers that spawn in or the zombies, you know, go ahead and do that. But when I say it's good for the Easter egg, I mean for the steps leading up to the boss fight, especially Sophia's challenges, right? It's really nice having the Ray Gun Mark III in that situation, especially if you're going co-op. And like I mentioned, a lot of people down, especially during those challenges, since this map is so close quarters. So it's just nice having the Ray Gun Mark III. I find whenever I have the Ray Gun Mark III, I don't really down, because if I ever get in a bad situation, I can just stun the zombies, slow them down, and it's pretty easy to navigate the map with this weapon. Now, it might not be my favorite weapon in the world, but for Gorod Krovi and the way people play Gorod Krovi, this weapon is effective, and there's no denying that. So coming in at number 3 on my list, I have the Thunder Gun. And honestly, I never thought in a million years I'd be talking about the Thunder Gun in Black Ops 3 Zombies, yet here we are. So the Thunder Gun, we all know it's on Revelations, and it's the Thunder Gun. I don't know what else to say about this weapon, because we all know what the Thunder Gun is all about. And I don't think it's as good as it was in Black Ops 1, just because you have the APOTHICON Servant as your secondary weapon, or primary, whatever you choose. But the Thunder Gun for Revelations, at least in Black Ops 3 Zombies, it's really effective for the Easter egg. If you're going to complete the Easter egg, or you want to complete the Easter egg, this is definitely the weapon you want to have, right? Especially for the second step or the reel where you have to kill like 9 Margwas. You want to have the Thunder Gun because that makes that step super easy. And then for the first boss fight where you have to deal with all those Margwas, again, Thunder Gun's just going to wreck the Margwas because of one shot to each head. And then for the final boss fight as well, you definitely want to have the Thunder Gun. And going for higher rounds, we all know about the Thunder Gun and how good it is and how it just blows zombies away. It's the Thunder Gun, and there's not much more to say than that. So coming in at number 2 on my list, I have the APOTHICON Servant, and I thought about splitting up the APOTHICON Servant for this list, because you have one on Shadows, then one on Revelations, and it can only be upgraded on Revelations. At this point, hopefully on Shadows, there's still hope, guys. There's still some hope, but I'm just going to combine it. We're going to talk about both the Revelations and the Shadows of Evil versions. So let's talk about the Shadows of Evil version first. So we know what the APOTHICON Servant is all about. It's a really effective wonder weapon, both non-pack-a-punched, and then of course the pack-a-punched version Revelations, really effective. And on Shadows of Evil, the way you acquire the APOTHICON Servant is a bit different. You actually have to craft it, so you have to wait until like round 15ish. It's usually round 15 where you get the Xenomatter, and then you have to get the Margwa Tentacle, and then you have to get the Margwa Heart. So the entire process of getting the APOTHICON Servant is a bit of a lengthy one, so you're not going to have it until around 15ish, and that's kind of like if you're lucky. So that does kind of suck. It does have low ammo, non-pack-a-punch. You do run out of ammo in those higher rounds, which is also unfortunate. But still, it's the APOTHICON Servant. The thing's badass, and it kills zombies effectively. Now, the version on Revelations is a bit of a different story. First thing is you can get this thing out of the box. All you gotta do is get an immolation on round 1. And you can have the APOTHICON Servant on round 1 compared to like round 15 on Shadows of Evil. So that's already crazy OP. On top of that, this thing can be upgraded on this map. Now, it's not the same version as the upgraded version on Shadows, because when Shadows first came out, or Black Ops 3 first came out, you would actually glitch the APOTHICON Servant and upgrade it, and it would give you like 26 shots, or 25 shots, which was insane. Here on Revelations, you only have a total of 15 shots, but even that is crazy, because the upgraded APOTHICON Servant is crazy overpowered because the time the black hole lasts is like double. So the amount of zombies you can kill per shot is like 40 or 50 zombies if you're in the right spot. And speaking of the right spot, some of the camping strategies are insane with the APOTHICON and Revelations. You can literally sit in one spot, not even move, and just keep shooting your APOTHICON servant over and over and over again, and you'll have no problem getting to round 100 with this weapon. So taking the #1 spot for the best wonder weapon in Black Ops 3 Zombies is the lightning bow. And oh boy, the lightning bow is amazing. Going for a high round with the lightning bow is a joke. If you thought the APOTHICON servant was easy, the lightning bow is even easier. And now that the ammo's been doubled, because instead of it taking 2 shots away, it only takes 1 shot away for a charged shot. Oh my god, going for higher rounds is easier than ever under Eisendrache. It is literally insane. You like never run out of ammo with this thing anymore. Now I haven't tested it on how much easier it is. I haven't gone to like super high rounds. I've gone to like around 50-ish, and ammo was never a problem. But the lightning bow, guys, it's easy to acquire. It's probably the easiest bow to upgrade or to get under Eisendrache. And the reward for doing that easy quest is the most overpowered wonder weapon. I don't want to say it's overpowered, it kind of is, but it's the most powerful wonder weapon in all of Black Ops 3 Zombies. Now, the lightning bow isn't perfect. It does have some drawbacks. The first one, I guess it doesn't kill zombies really all that crazy fast compared to like the APOTHICON servant, but it still kills zombies and it kind of stuns them, so it doesn't really matter. And against the Panzer, it really isn't all that effective. But all that really doesn't matter because there's so many other ways to take out the Panzer and all that stuff. So for killing zombies and for going for higher rounds and making the game easier, the lightning bow is king. And I don't think there's anything else in Black Ops 3 Zombies that is as effective as the lightning bow. Because imagine, with the lightning bow, you can literally sit anywhere on the map and just stand there and keep shooting the ground, and you're going to be okay. Like, imagine the lightning bow and the giant, how crazy easy that would be. Or on Zetsubou or Gorod, any map, the lightning bow would absolutely dominate. So there we go, guys. That's my top 5 favorite wonder weapons in Black Ops 3 Zombies. Definitely a list that wasn't hard to put together. I knew what my favorite wonder weapons were, and it was kind of obvious to me what the best wonder weapons were in Black Ops 3 Zombies. But next weekend, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we're going to be doing the top 5 wonder weapons in all of Call of Duty Zombies. So that's spanning from World at War all the way to Black Ops 3, 8 years of zombies, and that's a list that's definitely a lot harder to put together because there are a lot of good wonder weapons in COD Zombies, so make sure to subscribe to that. That will be out next weekend, probably on Sunday, so keep an eye out for that. And if you haven't already, make sure to leave the video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.